Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Park Bowl. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, along with Chuck Rasmussen, as we get set for another elimination game here in this State Class A Legion Baseball Tournament. Chuck, who do we got coming up here today?
All right, we're going to have Altoona and Denmark. Altoona now to the bat. They are the visiting team here today. Leading things off for Altoona will be C.J. Varshall. He is the center fielder, all-conference selection. On the mound is Jacob Dittmer for Denmark. And the count at 1-1 to Varshall. Varshall had just finished his junior year in high school. Number 12. He's into this game batting 1 for 5 in the tournament. Again, a little bit later on, I'm going to have you tell us how these guys, each of the teams got here.
Sure.
And then also, as we always do too, have you do the rundown of the umpires.
That I can't do this time, though, because we have that new crew again.
Well, you have to fetch back to your memory there.
Oh, my goodness. We're in trouble.
Well,
let me see if I can get those names for us.
All right. It's Riley Wiggins now batting with one down. The right fielder, number 5, just finished his senior year. Wiggins, 1 for 7 in the tournament.
So I can read it. You're as bad as I am.
All right. Again,
I hope that didn't bleed over, did it?
This is game 10 of the tournament. In consolation, an elimination game, I guess you would have to call it.
Yes, it is. You're right. Because both teams with a loss.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever comes in second, like you always say, well, they get to go home.
Get to go home. They can stay and watch. But that's a ball. Count at 3-1 to Wiggins. Behind the plate, Reese Johnson. Reese Piontek is at first base, and there's a walk. Luke Miller, the second baseman. Somebody here, one of the two of us.
Uh-oh.
Me. Didn't write down who the shortstop was.
Oh, no.
Some of this paper that I got is so light.
It is. I was going to say, can you read that one?
It's Abe Capanos.
Some hieroglyphics there or something.
Is the shortstop. And Logan Poplin is at third. Batting now, Colin Boyarski. Boyarski takes that pitch for a called strike. All right. An all-conference selection, Boyarski was this last spring. Boyarski going to be a senior, number 17, 2 for 4 in the tournament so far. We'll toss over to first. One down. Count at 2-2 to Boyarski.
All right. Well, we got the umpires now, thanks to Gary Gilbertson.
All right. And the full count is full to Boyarski with one down.
Craig Cowell behind the plate. He is actually the head
Fly
basketball
ball out
coach.
towards right field. Nolan Perry will make the catch for out number 2. Go ahead, Ken.
Craig is the head basketball coach for Onalaska High School. He's had a great couple of 3 years with some of those squads. And I actually taught with him when I was doing a long term at La Crescent. So Craig's a pretty good guy. And he used to play baseball only a couple, 3 years ago. Was playing in the MBA around the area here.
Oh.
So
Baseball or basketball?
baseball.
Baseball,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing all right. Greg Radeski is at first base. Eric Pryor at second, and Rich Kaiser. I should have recognized Rich down there at third, and so I apologize to Rich. I just didn't look close enough, I guess.
All right, the fly ball over here towards the parking lot. Good. Boy, this young man's going after that. He's got some
hustling.
wheels.
He's not the one with the walkie-talkie yesterday, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. Not with that speed. He doesn't need it.
Can make the delivery himself. Called strike on the outside portion of the plate. This is Dylan Bauer. With 2 outs, runner at first is, Riley Wiggins. Bauer, second team all-conference, pitching today. He's had a good tournament at the bat also. 4 for 7. Just finished his senior year in high school. And there's a ground ball right back to Dittmer. Dittmer grabs it, and he'll throw over to first for out number 3. No runs across in the top of the first.
Well, back we come. Again, thanks going out to those sponsors that you're going to be seeing here throughout. Up to 25 folks or views. That means 25-something watching us here as far as TVs or computers and such.
All right, leading things off for Denmark is going to be Abe Capanos. He'll be followed by Luke Miller and then Hayden Konkel. Top of the order for Denmark. Denmark coming into the game at 17-2.
Chuck, I was taking a look at the rankings back. It was Viroqua 1. This was as of last week. Viroqua was ranked 1 in the state for Class A. Altoona was ranked. Let me see. Denmark was ranked 2. Springs was ranked 3, and Altoona was ranked 4.
Wow.
Westby had votes.
It's a ground ball. And it's going to get by Stocky and Lau for a base hit. Right up the middle.
So the 4 teams, that you kind of expect to be in the thick of things are in the thick of things. So
It's going to bring up Luke Miller with the runner on first. Miller playing second base today, number 3. Will be a senior this fall in school. 3 for 7 in the tournament so far. I'll give you the defense in just a second. There's a bunt attempt. And they throw down to first. And the runner kind of was hang out. And he's going to make it over to second, I guess. And Dylan Bauer again on the mound for Altoona. Colin Boyarsky, the catcher. A.J. Lindbergh is at first. Bennett Stocky, the second baseman. Logan Lau is playing short, and Kellen Smith is at third. There's a bunt, nice bunt.
Wow, that was.
The third baseman really didn't charge that.
I wonder if he didn't see the signs that they had set up for the defense. Because you're right, he was like planted there, wasn't he? And, and that's the tough one too, because you got that runner at second, and he's heading to third, and part of you says, I got to stay here to try and make a play.
Toss over to first. Runners at first and third. going to bring up Hayden Conkle, the center fielder. Conkle, number 22. And there's a drive towards right center field, and that's going to bounce off the fence on a hop. So in with a double, and then scoring easily. He's going to go on to third, and he is out. Yep. So Conkle with a double, and then on the throw, goes to third, but he is going to be caught there for the first out of the inning.
Just
2 runs.
I'm sorry there, Chuck.
No, you're fine.
Just a heads-up play on the throw to third. That throw, he was probably 3/4 of the way there, but you know that a good throw was going to get him out.
Mm-hmm. 3 hits already out of 3 batters here from Denmark. It's going to bring up Reese Johnson, the catcher. Reese, 3 for 7 coming into this game for the tournament. Will be a senior this fall in school. Again, appreciate the coaches for information given to us, and I guess also a manager or two and a couple parents. So able to get this information. Not going to say everything is correct, but as best that we have, and from there too, the same thing as far as with the batting. I think everything is correct, but we are not official by any means. There's a ground ball foul.
Well, the neat part is what you find out is that a lot of these ball players are multi-sport, multi-activity kinds of people. We saw one from Waupun who was the goalie of the year for the state. You know, I mean, things like that. And we're seeing young players, some freshmen playing.
Mm-hmm. There's a ground ball hit towards Lau at short. Lau up with it and on over to first for out number 2.
Well, a chance of rain tonight, Chuck, which will kind of soften things up a little bit, but not until probably around 10:30, 11 o'clock before a good chance. Here's a drive.
There's a drive to left center field, and it's going to be ran down on the first bounce by Andy Schmidt.
And then tomorrow it's going to be rather cool compared to the last couple of days. High in the low 70s, maybe mid 75 if lucky tomorrow. You think that'll help with the ball flying out?
Possible.
Kind of wondered about that once in a while.
This is Logan Poplin.
1-1 the count, sorry.
Yeah. Ken said 1-1 with 2 outs. Poplin. And he's going to have a fly ball. That's going out towards left center. Nice job there by C.J. Varshall as he catches it just short of the warning track. Now number 3, but 2 runs across for Denmark.
We have seen some nice catches out there by Varshall, and there was one again as he utilizes his speed to get to the gap. Back with more here from the Park Bowl in Viroqua after this.
Top of the second inning, it'll be Bennett Stockey, Kellen Smith, and Logan Lau. The first three up for Altoona. They trail 2-0. Called strike on Stockey. Stockey, an honorable mention. All-conference player. Finished his freshman year in high school, and he is 4 for 6 in the tournament.
You know, Chuck, we watched a great game last night with Altoona taking on the Viroqua 138ers. 3-2 the final score. But, yeah, boy, I tell you what, Altoona, a scrappy bunch here.
There's a strike. Stockey will go down looking for the first out. Yeah, it was a great game. Very exciting, very well played. Very quickly played,
It was a quick game, yes. Yeah. Well, you know, with the Altoona jumping out to a 2-0 lead, and that stood up until the bottom of the sixth.
Yeah, if I remember right, 2 out of the first 3 batters scored in that first inning for Altoona. Kellen Smith batting now. Smith also just finished his freshman year in school. 1 for 6 in the tournament so far. The third baseman, Kellen Smith. Number 7. The Flies are back in town.
Yeah, I got the fly swatter out. I'm just waiting for them to. They had a couple on your sleeve, but I didn't want to swat it.
Well, that'd be too hard. There's a fly ball out the right side. That one came close on the third bounce to my truck.
Oh, you're out that way?
Yeah, I am. I was parked next to a beautiful yellow Mustang.
Oh, wow.
There's a ground ball to Capanos. Capanos over to Piontek at first. And there's out number 2. Shortstop, Logan Lau, now batting. Lau, second team all-conference. Number 4. 0 for 3 so far in the tournament. One bounces in and back to the screen. On deck batter now getting to it. Yeah. They're called time there because he needed to pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah.
They're called strike. Two outs. There's a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. So Lau reaches. First hit of the tournament for him. This is going to bring up Andy Schmid. Schmid, the left fielder, number 2. Schmid was a second team all-conference selection. Just finished his senior year, 0 for 1 in the tournament so far. Two outs. Runner at first is Logan Lau. There's a throw over to first. Lau back in there safely. One and one. There's a throw down to first. Back in, and again, this is Logan Lau. The count 2 and 1. 2-1 pitch. Just a little low. Count at 3-1. Runner at first, Logan Lau. Gets his lead. Pretty nice lead. And there's a throw back. Close, but Lau back in again. There's a ground ball foul. To the first base coach. He's got the hands like I do, and able to get him out of the way fast enough to let it go by.
Now wait a minute. I can remember coming over to, like, at the pitcher's mound going, "Hey, thanks for saving me on that."
Well, that was a few years ago. And Schmidt's going to walk.
Just so folks know, I would play third and Chuck would play first, and you were pretty good at digging out some of those balls thrown over.
Kind of fortunate once in a while. All right, A.J. Lindbergh batting now. Lindbergh, the first baseman for this game. 0 for 1 in the tournament. And another fly. Oh, landed on that lady's head.
Oh, wait a minute.
Maybe pushed it off the front.
At least it didn't go in popcorn. That's it.
Yeah. All right, 1-1 with 2 down. Dittmer delivers. Followed straight back to the screen.
I wonder what the tensile strength is for this screen.
Pretty good there. Again, Jacob Dittmer on the mound for Denmark. Reese Johnson behind the plate. 2 down, 2 on. Good job by Johnson. The first baseman is Reese Piontek. Luke Miller at second. Abe Kapanos, the shortstop, and Logan Poplin is at third. 2-2. Swung on and missed by Lindbergh. And we now go to the home half of inning number 2.
Back we come here, and as Chuck said, it's the bottom half of the second inning. We got a good one here. It's only 2-0, but anything can happen.
You bet. Those 2 runs, the first 2 batters in the home half of inning number 1 scored. And this is the Jacob Dittmer batting, and he has hit a fly ball that bounces off the bottom of the outfield fence. And that will be a double. He got into that one.
Boy, he did. And whoever's in left field there, he was trying to gauge that, and he is almost like he realized he wasn't going to get to it.
Yep, I'll give you the defense here. Dylan Bauer pitching, Colin Boyarski. Behind the plate, A.J. Lindbergh is at first, Bennett Stockey. Second, Logan Lau, the shortstop. Kellen Smith is playing at third. The outfield in just a second. Batting right now is Reese Piontek. The outfield, Andy Schmid. C.J. Varsho in center, and Riley Wiggins is in right. Piontek, strike on him. Piontek 1 for 6 coming into this game. Graduated a year ago. Played some baseball this spring at Concordia St. Paul. Ticked right back into the glove of the catcher. Count at 1-2.
I remember Piontek last year up at Denmark where the state tournament was held. Yeah, he's just a tough ball player.
Checks his swing on that. Count at 2-2. The runner at second, Jacob Dittmer. No one out here in the home half of inning number 2. There's a fly ball out of play. Another fly ball. So now towards center field, C.J. Varsho is going to make the catch, and there's a throw. The runner trying to go from second to third, and he is out.
What a throw.
Varsho with the catch and then throwing the runner out.
He's just showing off the arm there.
Yeah, got a good one. Base is empty now for the number 9 hitter, Nolan Perry.
You know, Chuck, there to me, the outfield, baseball players, baseball outfielders, I'll put it that way, you know, you're not going to get that many balls hit to you, and then to keep your arm loose and limber and have that kind of accuracy is just, you know, it's astounding, really.
Mm-hmm. Perry now batting with 2 outs. Count 1-1. Going to be 1-2.
Well, now okay, 1-2. All right.
Yep. Perry, the right fielder, number 19. 0 for 1 in the tournament so far. And again, the numbers that we give you are completely unofficial.
I would rather say they're semi-official.
Semi-official, okay. All right. They count 2-2. And that will...
See, the home plate umpire went down to first base on that one pitch, and the first base umpire said, no, he didn't go around. So that's why I was kind of scratching my head a little bit here.
Okay. So I don't know exactly.
It might be...
2-2 is what they got on the board again here. But there was a foul ball there. And there's a late swing and miss. So we go to the third inning, 2-0 Denmark. right, Altoona going to bat here in the top of the third inning. It'll be at the top of the order. C.J. Varsho, who showed off his arm there on that throw from center to third baseman. They're cut down a runner there. He'll be followed by Riley Wiggins and Colin Boyarsky. Varsho went 3 unassisted for the first out in the first inning. There's a called strike. 1-1. Varsho, an all-conference player. This past year, just finished his junior year. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Varsho swings, and it's a high fly ball. Who's going to take it? It'll be the left fielder, Drake Locklear, with the catch for out number 1 in the third.
Well, I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. We've got another one coming up here that will be a really fun ball game to call. It's going to be the Viroqua 138ers taking on Fond du Lac Springs Ledgers. That's coming up at 7:30.
This is Riley Wiggins batting now. Wiggins walked in the first. Count 0-1 to Wiggins. 1-1 on the mound, Jacob Dittmer.
"14 games are over the course of 5 days, possibly 15, depending upon what happens on Tuesday."
That was that was Dittmer's 50th pitch. We're in the top of the third. There's a pop-up. Capanos make the easy catch for out number 2. Going to bring up Colin Boyarsky, the catcher. He flew out to right field for the second out in the first inning. It's just a little bit low. There's a fly ball out towards the parking lot. And oh, that little girl, she's picking up the pace. I think she was going to beat that young fella.
I do too.
To the ball. I think she got it. Yeah, turned around, she's smiling.
Yeah, she was legging it out.
Yeah, track star here, or maybe she's going to go out for softball in high school too, and be able to put down the bunts and beat them all out.
Yeah.
Count 2-2.
Regardless,
2 outs.
with speed like that, she better be in center field.
And she better be out for some sports. Yeah, there's a fly ball down the right field line. The first baseman's going to back up, and Piontek will make the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Altoona here in the third.
Well, a previous game saw the Prairie du Chien Grasshoppers come from behind, trailing 4-1. They pick up a 7-5 victory, I believe it was, over the Westby Coon Valley Bandits. Yeah, 7-5 was that score. So Prairie du Chien moves into Monday's 5 o'clock ball game with that victory.
So tomorrow there will be 4 ball teams left?
There should be 4 left, yes.
Capano's batting, and he takes one right between the numbers on the back. So Capanos will go on down to first. It's going to bring up Luke Miller. Miller, the second baseman. He singled and scored back in the first inning for the second run for Denmark. Denmark with 4 hits there in the first inning. Luke Miller batting. Kind of looks like he was thinking about bunting. Back in. Look down to coach for the sign. Has the bat out in front. Again, maybe trying to see what the defense is going to do here as far as if he does bunt. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner on first. It's a throw down to first by Boyarsky. Lindbergh able to grab it, and Capano's back in safely. The count at 3-0 to Miller. You just say, Kent, take all the way or hammer on it if it's there? Well, it was going to be taken either way before you answer. Boy, you get out safely sometimes.
I tell you what, patience is a virtue. No.
3-1. The pitch, high. So there will be a walk.
Tell you what, who's the catcher again? Is that
Colin Boyarsky?
He was ready to fire that ball down just in case that was a strike. You got to like the way he popped out of that crouch.
Mm-hmm. He's going to bring up Hayden Conkle. Conkle, I think we've said it already, but I'll say it again here too. An all-conference selection, honorable mention, all-state. Conkle singled his first time up. Was left stranded at second.
He's just got that lanky, long, athletic look that, boy, if he could turn on one, look out. Well, he didn't get a chance there.
No, he just takes that off the hip, but I think it just kind of a glancing blow. Okay, the bases are full, and we're going to have a little break.
Well, Chuck, a short break here, but I tell you what, right now Denmark could break this game open.
Yes. Runners on all 3 bases right now. Nobody out. Denmark up 2-0 already. There's a breaking pitch called strike. Batter is Reese Johnson. Johnson grounded out to the shortstop in his first plate appearance. And this is going to be a kind of a pop-up out towards right field. It's going to fall in there for a base hit. And
nice throw.
Nice throw.
Holy cow. That come from the second baseman?
from the second baseman.
That was tough because he's running towards the outfield, picks it up, turns, and throws a strike to home plate to get the force out.
So that goes 4-2 for the first out. And I called it a base hit. It fell in there. But it's not going to be called a base hit in the book. Be a fielder's choice.
Stocky with a great throw.
There's the base hit by Locklear. And that'll plate 2 runs, and then on the throw, the runners at first and second will move on over to second and third.
Well, a clutch hit right there after an out that looked like it was going to be a run-scoring hit.
Yes. Yep.
Denmark still comes through.
And that was Locklear with the hit. It's his second hit. This brings up Logan Poplin. Poplin flew out to center field.
You know, so many of these guys on the Denmark squad, Chuck, of course, they're the state champions in high school spring baseball this year, so.
There's a one hopper to the third baseman. Third baseman's going to toss the ball home, and Boyarski will tag out Johnson trying to score.
Heads up play by the third baseman as he threw a strike. And an easy, I'm going to say it this way, an easy tag thanks in part to the throw from third to home.
Mm-hmm. Now, how many times is the catcher able to make 2 putouts in the same inning?
Well, that's true. That's not heard of very often, is it?
No, there's a ground ball. It's hit towards second base. Stocky on over to first, and we've got the third out. 2 more runs across here for Denmark in the home half of inning number 3. Top of the 4th inning will be Dylan Bauer, Bennett Stocky, and Kellen Smith. 4, 5, 6 in the order for Altoona. Bauer fouls the first pitch off. Altoona trailing 4-0. Again, top of the 4th. Jacob Dittmer back on the mound. That was Dittmer's 58th pitch. And they count 1-1. Count 1-2. Altoona with just one hit so far through 3 innings. And the count full on Bauer. Bauer will take the walk. And that'll bring up Bennett Stockey. Stockey struck out to start the 2nd inning.
Also a good defensive play, a real good defensive play in that previous half inning.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. Two and 0. Game number 10 in the tournament.
Yep.
4 Friday, 4 yesterday. It's the 2nd one today.
Yeah, it was kind of nice not having to worry about an 11 o'clock game.
It's a ground ball to the second baseman. Second baseman over to Capanos. And that will be a double play.
Piontek with a great stretch. He kept that foot, toe on the bag as he reached for the ball. Yeah, it gave me a chance to get some things published, and I've got the first 3 games 1, 2, and 3 up on the YouTube now. Should have 4 and 5 on later tonight once we get home. Be on hopefully without too much trouble.
Brings up Kellen Smith. Base is clear. Smith grounded to the shortstop for the 2nd out in the 2nd inning. Smith takes that one off the belly area, just glancing, but either way it's going to be a hit by pitch. You know, I like this young fella here that's chasing down the balls. Watch, he was actually in a fielder stance, good athletic stance, getting ready for that foul ball that didn't occur, but whatever. It's going to bring up Logan Lau. Lau singled to center his first at bat.
So you're saying he's zeroed in?
He is. Yeah. There's a base hit by Lau. It's the 2nd hit of the game. They bring up Andy Schmid. Schmid walked his first time up.
And we're going to get a chat out on the mound. Let's take a little break. Well, back we come. Just, I think it was just more one of those little chats that the coach comes out and says, all right, let's regain our focus. We got 2 outs.
2 outs, 2 runners on. Brings up Andy Schmid. Schmid again walked his first time up. Schmid, the left fielder. The count at 1-1. There's a ground ball hit to Capanos. Capanos will toss over to Miller and get the force out. at second. No runs across here in the fourth for Altoona. They still trail 4-0. To the home half of inning number 4 will be Reese Piontek, Nolan Perry, and back to the top of the order. The breaking ball to Piontek for a strike. Piontek flew out to center field back in the second inning. Count at 1-1. Swung on and popped out towards center field, left center field, and a good job there by C.J. Varshall. And he'll catch it for the out.
Again, just great range there, Chuck, as he covers from left center to right center and everything in between.
Mm-hmm. It went a lot farther than I thought it was going to when I left the bat. Okay, it's going to bring up Nolan Perry. 1 out. Perry follows the first pitch back. Number 19, the right fielder, struck out in his first at bat. We're in the home half of inning number 4. There's a strike. Count at 0-2. It's fouled off by Perry. All right, I got a question for you, Ken. You know, watching the umpire that we have this game here. There's a ground ball through the spot between third and short for a base hit by Perry. Looking at the umpire that we have here, too, very deliberate in using your terms as far as making the call. You have to wait till it's made to to call it, you know, oftentimes. And then other umpires, you know, strike. Well, you know, so they'll make the call right away.
But this crew, and they're all consistent. They all do it the same, almost the same way, really.
Yeah. All right. This is Abe Kapanos back to the top of the order here for Denmark. Kapanos, a fly ball out towards Riley Wiggins in right.
Oh.
That sun factors in on that one. And that hit Wiggins in the chest, did it?
Well, it might have been the arm and then into the chest. I'm not sure. It was tough.
All right, either way, it's going to have to be an error. I'm sure it bounces right off of him.
Yep, you're right.
And it'll bring up Luke Miller. Miller has reached by single and by a walk and scored 2 runs, and he's going to put down a bunt, and the pitcher's going to field it, and Bauer nowhere to go.
That was just a well laid down bunt, and everybody did their job correctly, and that was just that good a bunt.
So the bases are now loaded for Hayden Conkle. Conkle has doubled and was hit by pitch and scored back in the 3rd. We're in the 4th. Bases loaded. 1 out. That was pitch number 73 by Bauer. Count it 2-1. There's a shot. Foul down the left field line.
I thought that was going to be a foul a lot more than what it was.
I take that back. That was the preceding pitch was 61, not 73. 73 would be for the other, for Denmark's pitcher. Bases loaded. There's a ground ball. It's to the shortstop. Shortstop's going to take it himself and then fire over to first. The runner's going to be safe. At first, a little indecision there by Lau as far as fielding that ball and looking for maybe the Stocky to be there, but decided to take it himself. And in that time period, it allowed the runner to be safe at first.
And another run scored on top of that, Chuck, as that took place. You know, and it was a tough one, too, because Lau was going to look to spin it. Stocky looked that Lau was so close to the bag that he would take it himself. So just unfortunate. They got the out, missed the double play, and gave up a run. That was a tough one.
It's going to bring up Reese Johnson. Johnson swings, fouls that off. So Conkle's going to have to go back to first. Johnson stands back in. The 0-2 pitch on its way. It's down. Count at 1-2 to Johnson. Johnson has grounded to the shortstop and then into a fielder's choice. Runner takes off, and Ouch. It's going to be a dead ball as Johnson gets hit by pitch. Brings up Drake Locklear. Locklear has 2 singles so far in the game, 5 for 10 in the tournament. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Runners get their lead. Locklear swings. It's going to be a high fly ball out towards left field. And the left fielder, Andy Schmidt, will make the catch for the 3rd out. But 2 more runs across here in the 4th for Denmark. They lead 6-0.
Well, back we come here again. Thanks to all of the fine folks, all of you watching this ball game. It's a pretty good one right now. And for those of you watching on the Twitch account, we appreciate your support.
All right, it'll be A.J. Lindbergh leading things off in the top of the fifth here for Altoona. Altoona's going to have to get something moving here pretty quick. They trail by 6, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-0. Lindbergh, it's one foul. Beautiful evening here at Viroqua. A little breeze blowing out, looks like towards left field. Lindbergh goes down swinging for the second time in this game. First out. Third strikeout for Dittmer. And back to the top of the order in C.J. Varshall. Varshall takes a pitch for a strike. Varshall grounded 3 unassisted and then has flown out to left field. Ball.
Defensively, he's done a real nice job out there for Altoona.
Yes, he has. That was pitch number 80 for Dittmer. We're in the fifth. Ooh.
Wow, that right off Craig's face mask. He shakes his head saying, yep, I'm okay.
Yep, and good job here by
And
Reese Johnson to walk out, give the umpire a little bit of time. Don't care with that face mask. It's still one of those that you got to shake your head at.
It's going to absorb a lot, but you know what? You're still getting rattled.
Yep. Count it 2-2. Pitch. Just misses Varshall's leg. And we're full with 1 out. And that'll be a called strike 3. Varshall goes down for the second out. It's going to bring up Riley Wiggins, the right fielder. Wiggins has walked and flew out to the shortstop. We're in the fifth. 6-0 Denmark. Count goes to 2-0. Pitch number 85. It's a swing and a miss by Wiggins. 2 down. Down low. Wiggins 1 for 8 in the tournament. And he'll take a walk. So a runner on base now for Altoona, and that's going to bring up Colin Boyarski. Boyarski has flown out to right field and popped up to the first baseman. Boyarski now 2 for 6 in the tournament. Boyarski, an all-conference selection, will be a senior this fall. There's a called strike. There's a ground ball hit to the second baseman. That's Miller. Miller will toss over to Capanos covering at second. And no runs across here for Altoona in the 5th.
Well, we come back here. It's the bottom half of inning number 5. Denmark out in front, 6-0, and we've got a couple of defensive changes going on here for Altoona.
Yes, it's going to be Bennett Stockey on the pitch. Stockey in relief of Dylan Bauer. Bauer moves to first base, and then the first baseman, A.G. Lindbergh, moves over to second base. That's where Stockey was playing. There's a drive,
Whoa.
And that's over the fence for Logan Poplin, a home run.
He definitely got all of that.
He did. Poplin with that home run picks up his 4th hit of the tournament. Now 4 for 10. We'll bring up Jacob Dittmer. Dittmer with a base hit in the 2nd inning, a double, and then grounded out 4-3 in the 3rd. We're in the home half of inning number 5. Dittmer 3 for 7 in the tournament. There's a swing and miss by Dittmer. Off-speed pitch from Stockey. Count it 2-2. Oh,
man, right off.
You've probably heard that one too. Dittmer
wow.
took that one right off the helmet.
He gave the thumbs up to the coaching staff, though. Said he's okay. They're gonna make sure. He's talking to Bill Miller down there at first, and Bill puts his hand on the helmet and kind of shakes a little bit. I'm like, yeah, you kind of got things rattled in there, buddy.
All right, this is going to bring up Reese Piontek. Piontek, again, we said played baseball this last year over at Concordia St. Paul. 0 for 2 in this game with 2 flyouts to center field, 1 for 8 in the tournament. Piontek with the runner there. He's going to put down a bunt. The pitcher is going to toss on over to first. The sacrifice complete.
I'm trying to remember, what was Piontek before that at bat?
1 for 8.
Yeah, 1 for 8. So, but here, this is a good move strategically for a coach. Have you do something that's positive. You lay down a sac bunt.
And it was a good one. Going to bring up Nolan Perry. Perry has struck out, singled and scored a run back in the 4th. Runner at second now. That's Jacob Dittmer.
Chuck, they said he did not go around.
All right. So the count will be at 2-0 to Perry. 3-0. Again,
Next game coming up here at 7:30 features Fond du Lac Springs taking on the Viroqua 138ers. Springs, I heard him say, will be the home team.
Perry will walk. On down to first. Dittmer already at second, and now back to the top of the order, and it'll be Abe Capanos. Capanos singled and scored in the first inning. Was hit by a pitch in the 3rd, and then reached by an error in the 4th. He also scored in the 4th inning. Count at 2-0. Runners at first and second. The runner at second, Dittmer, and the runner at first, Perry. Count goes to 3-0. Again, it's Bennett Stocky on the mound. Colin Boyarsky behind the plate. Dylan Bauer at first. A.J. Lindbergh is at second now. Logan Lau. The shortstop, Kellen Smith at third. Andy Schmidt, C.J. Varsho, and Riley Wiggins in the outfield. The 3-0 pitch. There's that automatic, as Ken calls it. 3-1.
Somebody lost the baseball in the bullpen. Had to take a moment to toss that back over. Somebody warming up for Denmark. Probably coming in the last couple of innings if need be.
And that's a walk to Campanos.
Just missed inside, and now bases are loaded, and we're going to get another timeout. Here comes the coach. We'll take a break. Creekside is looking forward to serving you. Give them a try, and you'll come back. The Legacy Grill and Pub. Stop in after work. Enjoy one of the Legacy's special meals. Watch the games throughout the week. Unique upstairs banquet hall for your Christmas parties, large dinners, rehearsal suppers, and adult birthday parties. Well, a little bit longer break than we expected, but that's because after a little discussion, Chuck, they decided to make a pitching change.
Yes, it's going to be A.J. Lindbergh on the mound now. Lindbergh, the first pitch, going to be a fly ball and then caught by center.
Going to be a sacrifice fly out there as Varsho gets the ball in.
Dittmer scores.
Runner at second moves to third, and we still, well, with 2 outs here, though, they being Denmark, they put a hit or 2 together here, they could end this ball game. So got to be sharp here for Altoona.
Again, it's A.J. Lindbergh on the mound. Bennett Stocky back to second base.
Runner acted like he was taken off at first and then stopped and went back.
Runner first is Abe Kapanos. And the runner at third, Nolan Perry.
Now Kapanau will slide down to second base, and a base hit here could end the game. 2 down, runners are going to be moving.
Count 1-1. Now 2-1. Foul ball down the third base line. Conkle has reached 3 times, a double, was hit by pitch and a fielder's choice, scored 1 run. There's a ground ball, 2, and
boy.
that's going to be a base hit to center field, and that will end the game. Base hit for Conkle, 2 RBIs there. And the game is over 10-0. 5 RBIs for Conkle.
Well, let's take a quick break. We'll let Chuck get the tallies of the stats figured out. We'll be right back, and we'll look forward to having a chat with Blake Derricks, the head coach for Denmark. Well, we're going to take a quick little break here and going to recognize a player from Altoona. It's going to be Gillen Bauer. Bauer being introduced here. He'll come to home plate here. 5 for 8, I think they said, 4 for 8, and 3 runs scored, 5 RBIs. So he had a nice tournament there as he comes in. So congratulations going out to Gillen Bauer, and I bet you some college will like to see him down the road here.
All right.
Well, let's go to you, Chuck, and pick up on those stats.
All right. Final score 10-0 for Altoona. No runs. They collect 2 hits. Both of those hits by Logan Lau. For Denmark, they win again by a score of 10-0. 10 runs.
9 hits, it
9
says
hits
up
is
there.
what it says up there. I got him for 10, so I probably made an error here somewhere along the line. But I got Luke Miller for 2 hits. I've got Hayden Conkle for 2 hits and 5 RBIs, I believe. And Drake Locklear for 2 hits. So those are the people that I've got down as far as multiple hits for Denmark. Again, they win 10-0.
Well, stay tuned. We're going to get a chance to talk with Blake Derricks, the coach here for the winning team, Denmark. As they move on, they'll be playing here tomorrow afternoon. We're going to get those times and stuff figured out probably after this upcoming game, which will start at 7:30, probably a little bit before. But stay tuned, folks. We're going to go see if we can get Coach Derricks, and we'll return in a moment. All right, Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions here, and with Blake Derricks. Congratulations again, Coach. A nice win.
The boys hit the ball. Just a good team win again. So
you know, you had 3 guys with multiple hits, and then I just drew the blank. I apologize. Somebody had 5 RBIs. That's quite a day.
Yeah, well, for sure. The at-bats the last 2 games have been real good. So all tournament, as a matter of fact. So just got to look to keep it going. It's one day at a time. So we're on to tomorrow.
I'm just, and I don't want to make anything more of this, but it just seems that you guys are very determined when you're up there at the plate. The defense, you just seem really focused right now.
Right, yeah, no, it's the last 2 games the boys have played real well. I don't know if we had maybe 1 error the last 2 games and multiple double-digit hits. So just got to keep it going, keep it rolling. So.
Well, when you look at this now, Altoona, always a scrappy team, but you really kept them off balance, it seemed like, pitching-wise.
Credit to Jacob Dittmer, our pitcher tonight. He was mixing his changeup in there with his curveball and getting ahead of hitters. So when you limit the walks and throw strikes, good defense behind you, good things happen.
Well, and I think he only had, and I say only, but 3 strikeouts.
Right.
But the matter of the fact was that pitching, the way he mixed it up.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, the defense did a good job behind him too. I don't think we had an error.
No, you were no errors.
So it's perfect. Yep, good team win.
So now you sit back and you watch this next game. Do we know what the scenario is as far as who plays who?
I'm not all the way sure about that. We were going to go look at it, me and Coach Miller. So find out, probably stay here and watch the game, do a little scouting, and go from there. Get ready for tomorrow.
I was going to say, you got to do some scouting.
That's right. Get ready for tomorrow. So.
Well, congratulations again.
Appreciate it.
Blake, it was a great job there.
Sounds good.
A win in 5 innings over a very scrappy team.
For sure. Yes, thank you. Appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, good job. Thanks. All right, back with more in a little bit here. That was Blake Derricks, the head coach for Denmark.